I don't know, let's say a 1,500 square foot home that you need to do, you do kitchen? No.
Yep, we do it all.
So one kitchen and two bathrooms. Not at the price, but how long would it take?
It's less than a week. So it depends on what they're doing, right? So let's talk more detailed. First and foremost, when I say we do everything, we can literally do everything. So we can, from refacing a kitchen cabinet, right, where we have to replace the doors, sand down, paint, etc. We can just paint the kitchen cabinets. We can paint the countertop. We can replace the countertops. Obviously, we can do the flooring in the bathrooms. We can replace the flooring, the vanities, the light fixtures, the mirrors, or we can just paint the vanity and vanity countertop. We can paint any type of tile. So, for example, we had a property where, and you probably have seen this, the entire bathroom was pink. The walls were pink, the towel was painted pink, the tub was pink, the toilet was pink.
From the 70s, probably.
Exactly. Everything was pink. When we went in, we did the floor and replaced the vanity light fixture mirror, obviously painted the walls, and then we reglazed, right? It's a type of epoxy paint that we use for tubs and for tile. Okay. We just reglazed it white. So it looked, and we'll put a reference, I hope, so you can see.
Yes.
But it looks like a brand new bathroom, updated, modern, clean, fresh, something that someone can come in and live. Because when you have a client, buyer, right, they don't know what things cost. So they come in and see a bathroom like that and they're like, this is going to be a $10,000 job.
Right.
I'm not paying the $10,000 or I'm going to rock these people in credits, right? And that's just not the case. We can come in for a few $1,000s and renovate the entire bathroom, and it's a brand new bathroom, and that's increasing the value of the property tenfold, right? So instead of dropping price, offering credits, having people pass up the property because they think it's a huge project, they now are super excited about it and willing to offer more money, you know? So it works out. So,
and I imagine, you offer the pay at close, but also they can pay you if they...
Of course, yeah. They can pay up front if that's something they're more comfortable with, cash, credit, whatever it is that they need. The pay at close is for those who need it, So
what are the things that you see that most sellers ask for, or that you see that the houses need the most?
So
around here.
The biggest things that we say, because it's 90% of what a buyer is going to see, is flooring and paint, right? Those have to be up to par. If the flooring and paint is decent, but the kitchens and bathrooms are super outdated, then we'll focus on that. If the whole property needs it, we make our recommendations. Ultimately, we leave it up to the agent and the client to decide what they move forward with. Our proposals are super easy to read, and we're going to provide all the options. So let's say we go into a property and a client says, hey, I just want to paint. But we go in and see the floor is super outdated. We know what that means. We know it results in credits are being passed up. We will gently recommend it. Hey, I would consider doing the flooring. Again, you're not paying anything up front. This can elevate the property quite a bit. It can get it sold faster. I'm going to put it in the proposal for you. You don't have to move forward with it, but it is there as an option. So when they go into a proposal, they're going to be able to just check the boxes of the items that they want, and it'll give them a total for those items they selected at the bottom. They're going to be able to build that project out how they want to, right? So that's how it would work.
And I don't know if that's too specific, but like in the flooring, so you don't have to take it off and put it. Do you put it like on top of the one that they have?
So it depends on the situation. If they have tile, traditionally what we're working with primarily right now is LVP. It's luxury vinyl plank. It's scratch-proof, waterproof, soundproof, whatever you need. And it's beautiful. It looks like wood planks. It comes in different shades. You can do like gray. You can do like a caramel color. You can do a darker wood color. That we can pretty much put over anything. So we can put that over tile. We can put that over existing laminate. So that's not a problem, that we can put over. If they have tile and they are wanting to replace with tile, then we do need to demo. You can't put tile on tile. So then we're having to lift up the tile. If there's rug, we are going to be lifting the rug to put the laminate or the tile. So that would be just contingent on what they have right now. We have to decide if we're going to have to do demo depending on the product they currently have versus what we're going to be using.
And you mentioned that you don't do the permit part, but what about... do you work in condos at all? Because in the condo association, they ask you for a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, they do. Condos can be a pain in the butt.
Well, tell me about it. I know. We're right there with you.
Yes, we are solution-based. We do not give up easily. So keep in mind that we do have a GC company on the side, and we do have a roofing company on the side. So if we need to pull a permit, like it's absolutely necessary, we have the resources to do that, right? That can also be rolled into the pay at close, right? So it just depends on the situation. Another part of it too is there are things that come up at the closing table, as you know, during inspection. So when we've already handled a project and you get a punch list of items, whether it's an HOA or whatever the case may be, we can also handle that and add that as a change order and still include that in the pay at close. So you're not scrambling to find someone. And that's really when time is of the essence, right? So you want to make sure that you're done by closing date, by inspection, etc. So we offer that service as well. And sometimes in that situation, they do need to replace roof tiles, right? Or they do need to. Unfortunately, we have the resources to do that with our other companies. So it goes full circle.